Front door open.
Good morning. Good morning. It is a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville, Texas. It is a beautiful day. I had this coffee this morning.
It's good, right?
It's not that great. I mean,
Better.
I've had better, but it's not bad. I mean, I had like 3 cups already.
Can't be that
Stop.
bad.
Huh?
Can't be that bad.
Well, it's not great. Did I hear salchichon? That's one of the things that. Excuse me. Huh?
Who's on the show?
I'm doing sure.
Hello?
Hmm?
Hello?
Well, Roman's supposed to be coming on in a little bit. I go to HEB because I have to charge the car. I started to buy these things. This is the kolaches.
Collage.
Huh?
Collage.
I call it kolaches.
Collage.
Kolaches, and they're great. At HEB, they're like $3. So I had half a kolache. Cheap. And then later on, I'm going to have the other half of the kolache. And that cold brew stuff was just rotting away in the refrigerator, so I thought I'd drink some of it. Also bought some wine, which was very much needed at the office. Oh, that's the water I bought at that place yesterday. They give me a look of, don't tell people where you're going. Guys, it's still Wednesday. There's still several days for individuals to come out and vote. And let me tell you, I think the race is looking good. I don't know. Everywhere I go, I'm constantly getting these messages from individuals like, hey, we got you. We voted for you. Voted for you yesterday. Someone just sent me a message right now that they voted for us yesterday, and I appreciate that. Also, I got a bunch of little stickers where they put Erasmo, like 1,000,000. I think we're going to win this race by 1,000,000 votes. I have that suspicion. Well, I was talking to Frankie this morning, and again, they always ask, how do you feel about this race? I mean, good. I don't want to say that I don't think I ever feel bad about this race. It's kind of like disappointing when you get individuals, that go out there and endorse for the wrong reasons. It's unfortunate, but it's part of the game. Morning.
Morning. I don't know what you're talking about. I text you, I called you, and never sent me the dang link. I even talked to you, like, ¿Qué onda? And then you call me back. What the hell, man? Always.
I think I think I'm gonna win this race.
No, you're not.
I am.
You don't do anything.
When I won, you said the same thing. No, you're not.
No, that's not true. No,
you
I
said
didn't.
exactly the same thing.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, you.
Win.
Yes, I told you you had the best chance. Even when I get this is your best chance of winning. If you're gonna win, you're gonna win this race.
But
That's the only time I actually said that you're gonna win.
think about
Every
this.
time
Think about this. I had Otis and Carlos. I mean, and they were pulling from each other. It's kind of reminiscent of what's going on. What I think is going on now. You got the Denise and Daniela people over here, and you've got the Carlos and the one that uses that. What's his name? The one with the hair color in his.
Mhm.
The one that looks like Vicente Fernandez when he colors his hair. Ortiz.
Okay.
You got them on this other side, and they're all pulling their people this way. And someone asked me, Roman, the other day. They said, like, "Well, weren't Carlos's people your people at one point?" I don't believe that. Well, say something, damn it.
No, I'm listening. I'm waiting for your analysis. That's all.
I already said. And so again, I still think that these people pull from each other, and I think Augie pulls from both their camps.
Mhm.
I mean, not a lot
The,
of votes.
the difference is that I think at that point in 2016, people were like massively giving you a chance. They're like, okay, we're
But let me
I
say,
believe that. I mean, but look, you
I'm
also
tired.
like aren't doing anything.
I don't care. I'm tired.
Oh,
I'm
you
tired
don't
of
care.
the because a lot of people are going there. Oh well, why should we give you a second chance? You don't have to give me shit.
Yeah, you do.
Don't have to give
People.
me
Okay,
anything.
all
I
right,
don't
fine.
want you to give me a second chance. And this is what really pisses me off because I got to be. This is what the Maggie people were saying. Your buddies over there. Oh
Not
well,
what the hell? They're not even my buddies.
yes they are. They're your buddies. And okay, okay,
Really? They're my
a
buddies.
second
They're my.
chance. I don't want anything in regards to your pity or an opportunity or anything like that. Look, at the end of the day, if people want these individuals, El Farley, that's going to like rob the district blind, if they want Tim that can't structure a sentence to save his freaking life, I don't know how taught for 35 years. Those are the individuals who want more power to you. I'm okay. But if you really,
See, this
really
is
want
what I mean.
different,
This is what I mean. Oh, give them a chance. They're like, it's okay. I'm totally fine. Like you don't. Again, give us a reason to vote for you. I mean, I'm gonna vote for you. I told you I was gonna vote for you, but give other people a reason to vote for you. Like,
you know,
don't give us this
you know
crap.
what?
Like,
What,
what about that?
what
Like,
else
what's
do I?
happening yesterday?
But what else do I have to do? Do I need to bleed? Must I bleed? What else do I have
Oh
to
my
do?
God, really?
My ears? No one wants to shoot my ear. What do I have to do? Look, and again, this is where it gets frustrating, and you should feel my frustration, or any other part of my body that you want to. But let me say this: like it's like, and again, I love Susan. I know that she's not your favorite person. Maggie, I used to like. Now I think she's a piece of trash. And if I ever run into her, I'll tell her you're a piece of trash. But these individuals, they have no concept or clue, Roman, of everything that has transpired years back that has brought this district, this community, where it's at right now. And it wasn't Erasmo Castro. I never served for the city. And it wasn't Erasmo Castro with his DWI. It wasn't Erasmo Castro with a second chance. That wasn't Erasmo Castro. That was all that corrupt political machine out there that's ripping this town blind. I mean, we're still the last city lagging behind San Benito in the valley. San Benito, and that's a rancho.
Okay. Anyway, how about we talk about what happened yesterday with the border ban, and maybe people give people a reason to vote for you because you have a position on that.
On the border ban?
The border ban, like what happened yesterday. I mean, why
Oh,
maybe I don't
border.
know BISD policy very well, or maybe I don't know UIL policy, but why is it that the principal was the one that was giving the speech? Where was the superintendent? The superintendent of Sharyland was defending the two Sharyland schools that were
Thank
seemingly violating UIL rules. Where was our superintendent? I hear from everybody. I hear from people that were BISD supporters or be it part of the majority, even people that went, hey, the superintendent's doing a good job. He's really good. He's out there. Where the hell was he? Where's Hookham? Where's Hookham? Because he liked to do the Hookham. Where was he?
I want
Where,
to
where was our where was our where was anybody coaching this principal to give a speech, or they like they don't care about Porter Len Vale because it's not veterans or it's not Hannah. Oh, but I thought our superintendent was from Porter and he loved Porter. Why didn't he defend? Why wasn't he there? But
Well, let me say, Mary. I like Mary Solis.
yeah, I like Mary
I
too.
like Mary Solis. I think she's wonderful.
She
And
is.
we've had our ins and outs, but I think Mary does a good job at Porter. And actually, Porter probably needs someone like Mary. With that said, I've heard her speak out in public, out on the cuff, and let me tell you, she does well in that respects. But I agree that you need the head of the table to go out there and defend all our schools, not just your favorites or the ones that put more seats, more butt seats.
No, no. I mean, the superintendent's always over there. He think he's in awe of Porter. He loves Porter. It's so special. But where was he? Was he on vacation? Was he sick? Where was he?
Maybe he was on vacation. I think
May I,
no, he
maybe I
was.
don't know.
He was on vacation, isn't it? Because I remember I reading an article that
You know what I'm saying?
that the hours there for the staff at the main office had been moved around because the superintendent was on vacation, right?
I don't know, but it just makes. Well, then don't we have a deputy superintendent? Don't we have somebody at the Glass Palace that can do it? I mean, don't we have an attorney? I mean, maybe the attorney can say something.
He doesn't
I
like
mean,
it.
it just looks really weird that you're putting out the principal out there comparing. How is a committee supposed to like? Well, I know a principal is a big deal. I think a principal important, but then oh no, but the superintendent of Sharyland schools was there. And
I,
maybe people out there don't know what the hell happened, but allegedly, you know, Porter came in sixth, but there were two schools from Sharonland that were allegedly using extra time to be able to practice in violation of UIL rules, and everybody has to play by the same rules. That was essentially the argument, and there was evidence, alleged evidence, because I guess they posted information on their own Facebook or whatever social media.
well, you know, some of those UIL rules are kind of like pathetic.
Okay, so you think fairness is pathetic. That's what you think. You want people to vote for you because you think rules that everybody has to live by and support is pathetic.
Yeah, some like the seatbelt law, pathetic. That's ridiculous.
And that's a UIL rule,
I'm
not
giving
a
you,
state law.
I'm giving you an example. It's
Okay, you're telling me that it's a UIL rule. Is it a UIL rule or is it a state law? And you think seatbelts are pathetic.
yeah, I think I hate seatbelts. I hate the fact that you
What does that have to do with schools?
that there's a lot of rules out there that don't make ordinances or whatever the hell they are. They don't make sense.
Okay, so I get Porter parents and Porter band people. You're gonna piss them off too and not want them to vote for you because you don't support their school district,
But,
their schools,
like
their children.
all of today, everything's been about. Well, they're not gonna vote for you. They're not gonna vote for you. Oh, well, yeah, that's the one people don't vote for you. Look, at the end of the day, Roman, I don't care if people want to go.
Then why run?
Yeah, well,
Erasmo? Why run?
well, because I give people a choice, and
You don't even care. You're literally just saying, I don't care, me vale or whatever. You know,
yeah, I don't care about.
you don't care, but yeah, you're gonna put yourself on the ballot and waste people's time.
You don't care. You want people to vote for you. Shut up, bro. Oh yes, but that's wet. I think that's why.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, my. I think I might have spilled some
Good
coffee.
morning, Lisandro. I didn't say Frank. Good morning,
Good
Frank.
morning. Good morning.
Mark.
Let me say, it's really interesting. And again, you're the one that knows best. But my numbers.
I don't know, Wes. I'm just asking. I'm just here asking you questions. I mean, I'm giving you an opportunity to take the side of Porter, and you're over here. The rules. They're pathetic.
I can't stand a lot of the UIL rules. I can't stand a lot of the state laws. I can't stand a lot of the city of Brownsville rules either. With that said, I mean, you got to have them. I just don't care for them. But let me say, like, I hope that individual. I know you disagree, and I don't care. My numbers have been good. Even the last election numbers, they were great.
Yeah, you came in with third place and getting to a runoff.
Yes, by 200
Yeah.
votes. Less
I
than
know.
200 votes. That's not bad for someone that spent $500 on the damn race. I'm
Yeah.
surprised that you spent
And
that.
it's a countywide race, and it was a low voter turnout comparably.
And on this one, you got all those Trumpers out there coming out to vote. And let me tell you, I've never seen that many Trump supporters ever, or Republican supporters, conservative supporters ever.
They're telling you they're gonna vote for you.
But I know.
That are telling you they're going to vote for you.
Oh hell no! Some of those people don't like.
Then
me.
why does it matter that they're coming out to vote?
Well,
Like you're like all these Trump people are saying they're not going to vote for you. Why does it matter?
I want more people to come out and vote, even if they don't vote.
Okay.
I want
Okay.
our voter numbers to increase. I
Mhm.
want politicos to feel the pressure of the citizens of Brownsville that should always be in control of these races. Unfortunately, only 8% come out to vote. And that sucks. But
How many percentage come out to vote?
8%, 9%?
No, more than that. On the presidential election cycle, it's more
No,
than that.
not on the presidential. Normally, Roman.
What normally? We have so many damn elections. What's normal? I
You're
mean,
not
seriously, like what normal? I mean, you said normally we have only like 8%. Like make people throw out numbers like como si nada, and nobody can explain that. You have presidential election years, you have constitutional election amendments, you have local races in May, you have runoffs, you have primaries. I mean, what's normal?
You're not normal.
I'm not saying I'm not a number.
Oh, you are a number. Like a
Mm.
two. Like a two.
Oh.
A strong two.
Yeah. Whatever.
And just because of your haircut. 1 week left. Pretty nervous. It's actually 6 days, isn't it? 7 days?
6 days, yeah.
6
6 days.
It's crazy.
Yeah, 6
Crazy.
days. But are you garbage though?
Huh?
Are you garbage?
Am I garbage? Maybe.
Well, I'm asking because apparently, according to the president of the United States,
Yeah.
anybody who's a Trump, all he sees is Trump supporters that are garbage. And so apparently, if you're a Trump supporter, you're garbage.
Deplorable?
No, he said the word garbage.
He's
which is which is crazy because I'm just curious. We have the Archbishop of Puerto Rico who used to be the I want to say the auxiliary bishop at one point or something in Corpus in the 90s, and he's now over in Puerto Rico. And he put out this long statement and demanding and begging or whatever of Trump to apologize and distance himself from the fact that a comedian, a guy who is known to trash people, and roast them and be an insult comment. He said that the island of Puerto Rico was garbage or akin to garbage or like garbage or use a metaphor or whatever. But so he demanded that. Now I think because some people in Puerto Rico are U.S. citizens, I had a conversation with a Puerto Rican yesterday, last night. They're citizens. They get to vote, and I'm sure some of them are Trump supporters. So where is I expect the Archbishop of San Juan, the Archbishop of Puerto Rico, to go out there and demand an apology from the President of the United States for calling Puerto Ricanos who happen to be Trump supporters garbage.
I'm Puerto Rican, and Kill Tony's jokes didn't bother me. The guy did a good job.
Ricky, it was a freaking joke. I don't know why Trump had him there. I guess because he's trying to attract a younger audience. He's trying to attract younger men who like his podcast because it is a funny podcast. But come on.
You know what has been happening to me recently, Roman?
Okay.
You want to know?
Yeah, I'm asking. Yeah.
I'm starting to bite my lip on the inside. Like right there.
Maybe you need to go see your dentist.
I actually need to get those damn implants. It's just so expensive. And
an implant?
Implant, yeah. Dental implants.
Why?
Because I lost my back molars.
Go see your dentist, or you're no longer friends with your dentist.
No, we talk. We just don't talk that much. I mean, well, he got family and stuff, and then he went into this relationship like balls to the wall and stuff. So, just it gets to be kind of like too much drama for me sometimes. So, but the other thing that I want to talk to you about.
Wait, what? There's too much drama? Really? Oh my god! I'm gonna do the Augie. Oh, what the hell?
I called Augie yesterday. Let's call him and see if he answers the phone.
Oh my god!
I called him yesterday, and he didn't answer. What's Agustin?
Well, I want to say to Augie because I happen to look at all the campaign finance reports on the BNT website. Yes, he was the only one. The only one who turned one in that I saw that was turned in on time. The only one.
What the hell is his name?
Augie.
Ansaldua? Do you have his phone number?
No. I would have his phone number.
He called you? I called him?
Isn't it Agustin?
I called him yesterday.
Okay.
Is that Agustin?
No, it isn't.
Well, yesterday, Rudy, Jamie, Gabi, Eduardo. Let's see.
All right. I see.
If he uses bad words. Huh? Yeah, he's a guy. 20, 30 people sending him a message. Do not answer.
Don't answer the phone.
Hey, but the other thing that I want to talk to you since Augie didn't respond, is it twice in a row that he's answered my call. Hey, I saw La Mantequilla's ad. One of Mantequilla's ad.
Which one?
The one where she is. Someone shared it on their page where she's sitting down and just talking to the people. Got this?
I'm curious what your opinion is of that ad.
That was amazing. Very effective. And again, that's the kind
why was it effective though? I want to know your opinion. Why was it effective?
I think because she didn't go like, well, first of all, she didn't go like slap to whatever, Sammy Hinojosa, whatever.
Adam Hinojosa.
Doesn't matter. So against Adam Hinojosa, but like slides in there, doesn't pay taxes, is, been without business stuff. But what I liked was she did the little Kamala thing, where she just looks at the people, says,
Oh, seriously? You had to compare her to Kamala. Are you trying to get Republicans not to vote for her or independents not to vote for her?
when she goes out there and says, I'm not out working for them. I'm working for you. I loved it.
You
Expect
know that didn't necessarily work for me. Um, what I think was the best argument in the and several people have actually contacted me about that ad. They're like, Roman, this is bad for Adam, and I'm like, I'm not. What are you doing?
I'll show you the video so you can see it. Oh shoot!
Why don't you put it on put it on the
Send me a
screen?
link
We can watch
to
it
my
together.
Facebook messenger. Okay, yeah, I can do that. I think. So,
No. So what they were what people told me when they saw the ad, they said this is bad for Adam, and I said why? Why do you think it's bad for Adam? Because it may not be. It might be too late for her. It's going to be a very close race, but it might be too late for her.
por la mantequilla?
Yeah, because they're doing so many. Look, it's about turnout, and turnout in numbers in the northern part of the district are pretty high, and Republicans are really coming out to vote. They seem to be more enthusiastic. In the northern part of the district, we're talking about B County, San Patricio County, Nueces County, Claiborne County, and I know those are rancho areas. But if they're coming out more and they're rolling more punchant teeth, that even a word for for Adam, it might be negative. It would be bad for La Mantilla, and you also have Hidalgo County that's not necessarily coming out as much as you would expect. They're not double the turnout of Cameron County.
I agree.
Right, just play the thing, play it, and then I'll tell you why. What people have told me and what they feel about that ad.
All right, hold on. What the hell? What can I? Oh God, I can never do this right.
Yeah.
Play. Where's the button?
There are good things and bad things about both political parties, but Adam Hinojosa represents everything wrong with his. He won't talk about things that matter to South Texas. More jobs, stronger schools, better healthcare.
Perfect.
Because campaigns aren't about the things that matter anymore, are they? It's about saying whatever it takes to win, even if it hurts your people. Adam Hinojosa's campaign has spent millions lying about me, yet he refuses to debate me in public.
Oh.
He just hides behind slick ads paid for by mega donors in Houston and Dallas, trying to cover up his record of walking out on his debts and his taxes, his opposition to expanding healthcare, and his plan to strip millions from our public schools. These people do not care about South Texas, and that's why they want me gone. Because I'm not fighting for them. I'm fighting for you.
See, what I didn't like the end because it reminded me too much of there was back in what was it 2010? There was a Senate candidate, U.S. Senate candidate from Delaware. They call it the witch ad, where she says, "I'm not a witch, I'm you," and she was looking straight into the camera, and she lost badly. And she was talking in front of a black screen, and that's why I'm not sold on I'm going to talk in front of a white screen for her and using that same argument. I didn't think that was the right closing. There were two things that I found fascinating, and what I think people agree with when I said it. It was the fact that he won't debate. To me, that was the best argument she could make because she's already made the argument, the personal attacks about the taxes and the debt or whatever. She already made those arguments in previous ads. The fact that Adam won't debate her in public, the fact that Adam has missed every single opportunity that's been made to him to come out to debate her. I mean, even Myra Flores, you say whatever you want to about Myra, being Democrats say whatever they want to about Myra. She showed up. Said they wanted to debate her. They wanted to debate her on TV. She showed up. Where was Adam? There have been multiple debates throughout the district. There was a forum in Claiborne County. Adam didn't show up to it. There was a forum in Nueces County. Adam didn't show up to it. There was a forum in Los Fresnos. Adam didn't show up to it. Why is it that a Republican who's challenging an incumbent Democrat, not debating? I remember back in the day when Republican candidates, because I'm not a Johnny come lately. I'm like some of these people that are new to the game, and the people that are new and they have all this vibrant and they're recent converts. I've been in this freaking game for 25 years, right?
solo.
I understand. I understand that we've had Republican candidates want to debate the Democrats. We want to debate. They don't want to debate. And now you have the Democrat incumbents who are willing to debate Republican challengers, and they don't want to show up. They don't want to debate. Why? And I think that is one of the best arguments that La Mantilla makes in that ad. The second best argument at the beginning of the ad when she complains about both political parties. Now, I'm a Republican, but the biggest Republican in Cameron County that we've had, with the possible exception of Tony Gonzalez, was Carlos Gascons. And the late, great Carlos Gascons, what he would always say, no party has a monopoly on good government. He would say that everywhere. It would piss off Republicans all the time. But now you have a Democrat incumbent who's been in office for 2 years, spending millions of dollars, saying exactly the same thing that Carlos Gascons is saying. And so she's speaking to those independent voters, and those independent voters could help decide this election. But unfortunately, I think this ad may have come a week too late.
Let me say that I like La Mantequilla. Like her, she's very personable. Every time you run into her, well, I run into her because she offices half a block from me.
Yeah.
But she's out there. She goes, "Hey!" She makes me stop because I'm on my damn scooter. Makes me stop and say hi. Always very friendly. Very type of open door policy type of situation. I think where La Mantequilla was going bad, Roman, and I agree that this one could have been a little bit earlier. I think she was getting bad advice from the gringos, up in Houston or wherever that LFD company is at, something. But because you'd see her.
LFD is her family company. They're not from here. You're not talking about those gringos.
So what happens?
I really hope you're not talking about them because they're not from up there.
Well, they're from somewhere. Because these guys aren't from Brownsville.
You're talking about her consultants that have nothing to do with LNF distributors.
That's what I'm saying.
But you didn't say that. I want to make sure you're saying what you're
from Houston, Dallas, or I don't know where the hell they're from. But maybe, and I said this, maybe they're LFD people because maybe they're
not LFD, they're LNF.
Hold on.
Now you're making me say LFD. LFD is a freaking furniture company.
They're horrible too. But what I'm trying to say is maybe it's just some consultants from her work or something. I don't know. But they're gringos. And she had nothing against gringos. I love gringos.
You just have to bring it up every single chance you can. You see, Roy, hey, Commish.
Of course, Roy has to come on and try to correct me.
I tried to correct you too, buddy.
Yeah, you should have learned a long time ago that doesn't work.
You don't listen.
No, what happens is LFD people or Houston, whatever people out there, and I think Roy, Commissioner Los Santos went to the event, the pachanga she has every year for the Mexicans, or Cinco de Mayo or some crap or something. Wasn't it? Or no?
El 16 de septiembre.
That one. I mean, you can't get more
Mexican. For the Mexicans. Like, you're a freaking Mexican, Erasmo. You're in Mexico City all the freaking time.
The other day,
you're like, doing that crap. That's you.
The first time that they had the event out there, I don't know if you remember when all these Venezuelans were crossing. So, they stopped me here at the corner and go like, no, ¿para dónde? ¿Para ir a comer? ¿Quieren unos tacos? Le dije, aquí a la vuelta a la oficina de La Mantequilla. And I probably sent like 5,000 Venezuelans.
At least they weren't Haitians,
Yeah, they had but she, at that event, there was like a lot of little consultants around her, like her inner circle people. They were all gringos. I'm going like, yeah, and then you start to see a little separation there in regards to her office and stuff, and how a lot of things were moving, especially with this campaign. I thought, like, yeah, she's getting advice from the gringos. Because what happens is you hire these individuals, consultants that are from all over the state of Texas, I don't know, in the country maybe, and they're supposed to be experts. This part of town is not like any other part in the country. This is just different. You have to know the lay of the land.
I don't 100% disagree with you. I disagree with part of what you're saying, but I don't disagree with the part where the senator is getting advice from the wrong people. And that happens in a lot of campaigns. You can look at
your buddy, Jamie.
I mean, look at Juanita. I mean, she spent $1.4 million. People from Austin spent that money on her behalf because she's running a terrible campaign.
Horrible.
You know, there's a reason. You know, she's barely out there block walking in Rancho Viejo on Saturday in the late afternoon, allegedly. And I don't say allegedly because I'm not. People just tell me what the hell's going on, like they tell you, Erasmo. She's out there block walking Republican voters, and they're like not interested in voting for her because Jonathan, her opponent, already block walked. She doesn't have anybody dragging her to go block walk. She doesn't have that because she doesn't have me. She didn't have her former campaign manager doing that. There's a reason why turnout. I know that you know maybe I'll disagree with the new leadership of the Republican Party in Cameron County, but I'm not seeing the massive wave of turnout that Trump supporters or Republicans it's outrageous coming out to vote. I'm not seeing it. It's in fact the percentage of Republican primary voters making up the electorate that have already voted early or by mail in Cameron County is actually a lower percentage than it was in 2022 at this point and in 2020 at this point. And even though we now have more Republican primary voters as a whole, so you would think that more people would be coming out to vote and we would take up a larger percentage, a larger chunk of the early voters and mail-in voters that have already voted. We're not. And we're actually a lower percentage. So that means that we don't have necessarily the enthusiasm. We're not dragging Republicans out to vote. Now, they can say, well, you're not doing anything, Roman. You're not doing anything. I'm like, hey, I'm not the one in charge anymore. I was never really in charge, but, I was the vice chair. You're not asking for my advice. Go. Be great. Show me, prove to me that I suck so bad. Me and Morgan suck so bad. Go ahead. You do it. You do the job. And I'm not out there to take the credit.
Morgan and me.
Huh? Morgan and me. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for correcting me, Roy. I mean, Erasmo.
Oh, me and Roy like that. So
I know. Hey. That's my friend, not yours.
let me say that yesterday I went to, and this is the other thing that again, Roman, call me crazy.
Mhm.
Yesterday I went.
Call
to,
you crazy? Crazy.
I went to Kamori restaurant.
Yeah.
Went to Kamori restaurant, and the service was kind of on the low side, pretty bad.
Really?
It took 45 minutes to get us one roll.
And you didn't just walk out and say, I'm Erasmo Castro, and it's just crap.
I was
It's
drinking.
outrageous.
It's outrageous. I was drinking, so I was okay. But as I was walking in, Roman, I it turns, hey, provecho, buenas tardes, provecho, try to be nice. These two girls, they stand up.
Girls talk to you? Why? Why would girls talk to you? That's weird.
I'm handsome. And they jump up. Oh, ¿cómo está? Can we take a picture? I said, like, sure. She goes, oh, I remember when you used to go to our schools and visit and your billboards and everything. And I go, like, awesome. Go vote. And what I'm thinking, Roman, is that there's going to be a lot of high school students that are now part of the voting block who have been made to go out there and register to vote because they have to get their driver's licenses anyway, who might be interested in voting in this election because of the Trump factor, the Harris factor, whatever you want to call it, or the Trump-Harris factor. I think those individuals are going to see Erasmo Castro's name and they're going to bubble in Erasmo Castro.
Maybe. But countywide, I haven't looked at this DVIT particularly, but countywide, new voters account for about 8 or 9% of all voters that have voted. And I think the number is 63,000 people that have voted. So new voters only account for less than 10%.
10% is a lot, especially in
That's on par for what we normally get every election.
10% is a lot in comparison.
Not even 10%, but I'm
It's
saying
huge.
it's 8.
It's huge. It's huge.
It's normal for election. That's
Huge.
people, because I know maybe you don't believe in it, but people
It's outrageous.
move away to a better place, and so and new voters come in. The cycle of life, the circle of life.
Well, those new voters, I'm hoping they're going to go out there and vote Erasmo Castro.
Okay, yeah, I mean, maybe they will. Maybe those are completely new voters, and they like you. They think you're cool, and you can get all those 8% people to vote for you.
I want that 8%.
You may need it. You know what? I haven't even taken that into account. So maybe you're right. Maybe you are going to win this race. You have all these new people that want to vote for you, and remember, it's not a majority; it's a plurality.
Plurality, and in that type of race, especially with so many individuals, I'm excited about it. But I don't care.
Sora is better.
the sushi place.
Oh.
I think one of the
Where's
problems
Sora?
it's right there on Pablo Quixel.
Oh.
I think my problem with Sora is that every time I've gone and I've ordered like a roll, which I don't eat, somebody else eats, whoever I'm going out with, and it's like it's okay, but it doesn't have that punch. And I think sushi has to have that punch. Um, I was in
It
Mexico.
punches you in the face,
Punches you in the face,
in the mouth. Where does it punch you?
in the lip, or so. But this weekend,
That's
Roman,
so gross.
I was in Mexico City, and I went to Morimoto restaurant, and let me tell you, I almost died.
You also got wasted. Too much
Very
sake.
too much sake. But the food at Morimoto, let me tell you, amazing.
Do they have Japanese people actually making it in the back, or the Mexican?
They got Mexican,
Okay.
like every other Chinese restaurant here in the world.
But Morimoto is not Chinese; it's Japanese.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
thinking.
yeah. But I do want to make sure people understand that you were saying like and not saying that Morimoto was a Chinese
Morimoto.
restaurant. You said Morimoto is like. That's a simile, right? I just want to make sure that you were correcting me on my grammar. I just want to make sure you know that I know what a simile is.
Morimoto.
It's like I know what a plethora is.
Morimoto, amazing.
Amazing.
The bad part about Morimoto was the dessert.
How many times do you think we're gonna say Morimoto on this show?
He's one of the greatest chefs in the world,
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
Morimoto. And except
Do you get paid for every single time you say Morimoto?
I get that commission.
Okay,
Let me-
just wondering.
they had this dessert, and we saw it from afar on this other table. That you put this like the cream in, and it starts like to make smoke.
Okay, now you're making me hungry, and you just stop.
And let me tell you, so I said we want one of those. So when they brought it to the table, it didn't make any smoke. He goes, "Oh no, well it's the last one, and it's not working. It's not working." I said, "I don't want it if it's not smoking. You gotta have it smoking. You want the full
Wow.
meal deal." But so they say, you know what? Just keep it. It's on the house. Better. I said like, oh, I like that better.
We know what this tastes delicious because it's free.
I like that better than I like the damn smoke. Love you, Lorenzo. Thank you, baby.
So what we were talking about earlier. You were mentioning the ad. So so you think the La Mantilla ad is going to be effective? You think it might be effective and help her?
Yes, I agree with you that it should have been out there earlier, but I think it's. I mean, to me, it's right on point. And she sounds likable. I like the little, looking towards that way and then coming towards the end and then wrapping it up. I like that. I liked how she was dressed, very professional, which she's always dressed very, very professional, as always, every single time I've seen her. But I like La Mantequilla, and I voted for La Mantequilla without doubt.
I'm just wondering, did you vote for Adam 2 years ago?
No.
You voted for La Mantequilla. Or La Mantilla. Not what? La Mantequilla.
La Mantequilla.
So you're not a flip. So you don't matter.
Oh, okay.
I
do matter, Roman.
No, you don't. No, because this election, remember, Adam lost by what? And on election, I think of 500 votes, but after they did the recount, it was like 650, 700 votes.
800.
So in order for Adam to win, he has to hope on a Trump wave of people coming out and they vote straight Republican down the ballot. He has to hope that people were not liking La Mantilla. They also have to hope, and the third thing is hope that all these ads that he's running, that are attacking her, and also the ad with Senator Lucio is going to make a difference. And what La Mantilla is hoping for is that she has flipped Adam votes, in order to make sure that she can be able to win. So if you voted for La Mantilla 2 years ago, great. But she's also looking for people that voted for Adam to switch, to decide to vote for her. I think.
Let me say, I like La Mantequilla.
Yeah, I will say I'm not a huge fan of the Senator Lucio ad that Adam is running.
That sucked.
Well, because it's not that it sucked.
It sucked.
I have nothing but love and respect for Senator Lucio. I do. I think I told him to his face. I think he is a great advocate for life, a great advocate for family. and I have nothing but respect for him for that. He did this similar kind of ad for the Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick 2 years ago, and he did it here in the Valley, and I don't think it moved the needle. I don't think it did anything for the lieutenant governor. It's not like he got a huge bump of Democrat voters to vote for him because of this ad. Now we're dealing with margins. You're dealing with, because it's going to be such a close race between La Mantilla and Senator Lucio. You're just dealing in the margin. So maybe he can make a difference for 100 votes. But I didn't see the big wow. Look at that ad from Senator Lucio 2 years ago for Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick. So I'm going to vote for him. I don't know if it was the wisest use of money that Adam has done in this campaign. But he's not asking for my advice, so this isn't really advice, this is just analysis, after the fact. Monday morning quarterbacking. Well, it's not Monday morning because we were still at 6 days from election day.
No matter, she's still a Democrat. Yeah, and again, going back to one of the things that I think, Ricky, that we experience here, it's not, to me personally, it's not a red thing and a blue thing. You go out there and you do your best to go try and vet all candidates in races. And again, one of the things that La Mantequilla mentioned in that ad is that Sam not accessible, not readily available for a forum.
Adam, not Sam.
Whatever his name is.
You see, and that's a good point. By you not knowing his freaking name, that shows an inaccessibility.
Exactamente.
I believe I actually said that word, inaccessibility.
Right.
Showing his inaccessibility, and I want to keep saying it. I'm like Morimoto now. Oh, did we get paid for that? Morimoto. That you don't know his name. You don't know that he's run twice, and you still don't know him. You think his name is Sam. Oh, okay. Being distracted.
Oh, today? Not today. It's tomorrow. No. We're trying to get my agenda. Roman, I work. I'm trying to get my agenda squared away.
I wonder if there's going to be a single show you're never going to say, I work.
Morimoto.
Maybe tomorrow will be the day. I was really thinking this was going to be the day you're going to get away from not saying, I work. What do we do? I work.
Oye, es este.
Okay.
I voted for La Mantequilla. I have no shame. And again, I think give her a chance to be there. And going back into Ricky's thing, I don't see it, Ricky, as a blue and red thing. You got to go vet the candidate, and again, are they transparent? Do they answer your calls? Do they answer your questions? Because I don't think, because this is where I think a lot of the Maida thing slapped her in the face when she started to put out those ads that Vicente was chopping off little kids' penises. And
I don't think that's what the ads were saying.
That's exactly what it said verbatim. We heard it. But she was.
I'm pretty sure that's not what they were saying, but maybe there are certain internet ads that I don't get access to.
No, this is on the radio.
It's on the radio?
Yeah.
Chopping off
PPs. And that Vicente.
What were you doing?
What was that guy's name? Vicente Guerrero, Vicente Gonzalez. What?
Wow, he's your congressman, and you don't even know his name still.
Again, there's another one that's not accessible, and I say that because I think I've run into him in a couple of events, and he tries to do the "I didn't see you" type of thing. One that I use, and you're
an expert at that.
You're not going. No le vas a enseñar el rosario al Papa, papi. So what is his name? González or Guerrero? Vicente Guerrero.
González. Chente.
Vicente González. Chente con no con la gente. But you got Chente out there, and now they're pissed off because, well, they were pissed off, not right now, but they've been pissed off because they put up the signs that say Mayra Mentiras, Mayra Mentiras, Mayra Mentiras. And I don't think that Mayra helps herself by putting out those types of ads that, he believes in sexual restructure of children, mutilation of children. I don't think that Vicente Guerrero, whatever the hell his name is, I don't think that that's true. So that gets me to question, like, well, wait a minute, what else is she not telling me the truth about? But you go out there, you do a little bit of research. I actually contacted Vicente Guerrero's, whatever the hell his name is.
I don't even know how you can look him up if you didn't know his last name. So how
I
did you
did. I
contact
know,
him?
but I know his people. and I think we're friends with his people. I mean, I think you are.
I'm friends with everybody.
You're no one's friend. But so what happens? I reached out to like, hey, bro, what's up? Why is Chente cutting out peepees? And he goes, no, yes, we heard the ad and all this, and the best person might have mentiras. It was kind of fun for me.
I mean, did you look at the vote?
I lost the
You okay?
sneeze.
It's okay. It's okay. Sneeze.
I
I'll wait.
lost it.
Well, wait. No, you could try again. Try. Because we all really, really want to see you open up your mouth and sneeze because it just disgusts you.
Oh man,
Not really.
we're being
I like,
this morning.
really? You're weird. I'm sure everybody that watches this show just looks forward to seeing your open mouth and your mouth sores, and we all really want to see that.
Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Manuel. That's why you
Hey,
don't
good job, Manuel. Good job for voting.
candidates and see who.
Oh,
really-
Lorenzo, I forgot. Thank you for voting.
Thank you, Lorenzo. Julian, I love that we try open invitation to everyone. It's just a fastidio to be out there pushing people to come out and say something. I'll tell you this much: I could probably get La Mantequilla on here.
You probably could, as long as you don't open up your freaking mouth.
Mine.
You the one. That's you. That's literally not literally you, but pretty close to you. That's a pretty damn good Erasmo.
I actually thought I was doing a replay. Is Vicente Gonzalez, and he does always vote in favor of the 2A bills. That's one thing. What is the 2A bill? Sorry.
Second Amendment.
Oh, yeah. Shut up. But it's not a bill. It's the Second Amendment.
What he's arguing with Ricky is saying that anytime a bill comes up having to do with the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, he votes in favor of those things. So he votes his district. That's what Ricky is saying.
Yeah, and again,
And he has no relation to Roman.
going back into your buddy's
My
ad,
buddy. Which buddy? I have so
Maida.
many apparently.
Maida,
Okay.
the one you always text with back and forth.
Because she's my friend.
She's nobody's friend. But
I know it. I know it's hard to believe that some of these Republicans, but me and Myra are friends and we do communicate. I know that some of these Republicans don't like it, but there's one thing that she and I both get about each other and about the fact that we're Republicans is that other people that are Republicans don't understand is that in order to grow the Republican Party, we have to be kind and talk to Democrats, disaffected Democrats, and bring them over. The current leadership. What?
You made me warm all over with you.
I'm sure, but this current batch is like, I don't want to work with a Democrat. I don't want to talk to Democrats. Democrats are the devil, and insult people. And it's like, are you nuts? Are you crazy? And I'm gonna use I'm doing another Erasmo. Are you nuts? Are you crazy? What else is?
It's outrageous.
It's outrageous. And so that's one thing that me and Myra have. And there's a lot of things about me and Myra that we that's why we can communicate on a certain level. None of these Republicans that are in power now, they don't know what it's like to be poor.
One of the things that
I don't think.
I think you've experienced it
or Hispanic and poor.
That you've experienced that it really gets on my nerves is there's individuals out there in the Republican Party that you go out there and say like, well, is this the best candidate we could put forward, like a Maida Mentiras? And they go like, oh, you're not a conservative, you're not a Republican, you're not. Why? Because I don't like Maida. I mean, I have the.
They don't like you. They don't like you because you don't fit their little what a Republican could be or a constitutional conservative because you don't give them the same vibe.
I don't kiss their ass. I'm not going to kiss anybody's ass.
I don't even think even if you did kiss their ass, I don't think they would give a flying rats, but two about you.
I don't have to vote for Maida Mentiras. I voted for Chente. Don't have to vote, and again, I don't care if people get pissed off. I don't have to. The Adam Sam guy, whatever the hell his name is, against La Mantequilla. I voted for La Mantequilla. As simple as that. Not because they're Republican or Democrat, because they're the right candidate at the time, at the moment, for the position. Because I'm sorry, if Maida is the best the Republican Party could put forth, in a congressional race, that speaks volumes.
I mean, well, the one thing that Myra has that no other Republican candidate has is the ability to raise chingos of money. I mean, she has raised so much money, it's insane. Locally. So that's something, that's something that she has. So you may not like her, and I know there are people that don't like her. I mean, there's things that I wish she would do differently. It's not that I don't like her. Obviously, we're friends, but there's something that I wish we could do differently. But she raises a lot of money. She puts a lot of emphasis in the valley. Brings important individuals here, and that you gotta say something about that, don't you? You don't think that's a positive?
I don't like Maida. I don't think that she's the best that could have been produced in regards to a
I'm
candidate.
not saying that she's the best. I those words have not come out of my mouth. I mean, look at you. You're running for BIT, and I know you're not the best.
I'm the bestest.
Yes, grammar Nazi. Oh, am I allowed to say the word?
Not the N word.
Not the N word. I forgot. I wasn't sure.
I'm
Okay,
biting my damn lip like
that's
a
great.
crazy man.
It's okay. I get it. Yeah, it's really important.
I
Yeah,
hate
congratulations, Ricky, and thank you very much for voting and being part of the 62,000 people that have 63,000 people that have voted so far early
here locally,
in Cameron County. Yeah,
63,000.
I believe so. Yes, I believe that's the number, including mail-in ballot.
63,000 Roman.
Yeah, I was 50. It was almost 52,000 people that voted through Sunday, and then yesterday.
Wait, oh, okay, okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't it
Doesn't matter.
90% of Cameron County residents are able to vote, or is it the city? It's the county, right?
I don't even know, but no, what? I honestly don't know what you're talking about.
95,000 registered voters.
Oh, not that's the city.
The city?
The city is about 95,000 people.
Roman, how are you trending over 2020?
Well, the thing is, it's very difficult to look at 2020 because 2020 in mail-in ballot and we had and early voting was 3 weeks long. We had 18 days of early voting. We're not going to have 18 days, but right now, statewide, we pretty much have leveled off and equal to 2020 based on even if we give them the extra week. So we're about par. Now, in Cameron County, we are on par to 2020 turnout numbers. We're on the road to the 87,000 number of people that voted early through mail-in ballot, not including, I mean, 87,000 people that voted in person, not mail-in ballot. But remember, we had a lot of people voting by mail in 2020. The total number of voters that happened in Cameron County was 115,000. If I remember correctly, it was about 4,000 people that voted by mail in 2020. So I think combined it was about 93,000 people that voted early or by mail. And that means on election day, we only had 18,000 people vote on election day, which was not surprising. Again, it was COVID, but we're on our way to 2020 numbers right now. I hope that answered your question, Roy.
I didn't understand what you said.
But just say that we're at the same rate essentially of the number of people that voted in 2020 now, which was a presidential election year in Cameron County. However, when you look at the pungency of the voters, the type of voters that are coming out to vote, the percentages are actually lower for Republican than they were for Democrats.
That's not good. That's outrageous. The reason
Yes, again, because there are more Republican voters that voted. We just had the biggest Republican primary ever this year in March. That means there's a lot more Republicans that can come out to vote, and the percentages are not there.
I'm still biting my damn lip.
I know you are.
The reason is because the valley is saturated of Democrats. But what has Democrats done for the valley all these years? Well, not yeah, the valley is still 100%. And Ricky's correct, and it's unfortunate, but I don't. And going back to Castro's comment, nobody has carte blanche in regards to being on the right side of the issues. But I will say that because of our area, because of all these interviews, most of them have been Democrats, and most of them have been ratas. I mean, that's just a fact. Now, the question is, would have Republicans done something better or different? And I don't think so. I think we would still had Republicans out there rateando the system. It's just the way it works. Politicians lie, cheat, and steal. It's like Survivor. You don't watch
We have
Survivor?
SpaceX now. We have a lot of people with a ton of money coming in, pumping in money.
Oh, I got the Space Disc, Bo.
Okay, good, awesome. And so we have a lot of growth there. We have new voters, new residents, pumping in money. You can't necessarily say that we're still in what you said. Una mierda. I wouldn't necessarily we're una mierda. We are improving, but we're not improving because of democratic policies. We're not improving because Democrats are somehow really, really good for the economy
They
and
suck.
pretty good for our people. I don't think they are. That's why I'm a Republican.
Oh, they
Now,
don't do that much better.
but then again, it's very difficult to be a Republican locally when you have certain people running the party. You know, that is very exclusive as opposed to inclusive. And you might say, "Oh, but Roman, they had this big old dinner and they had hundreds of people and people were like really motivated." And you'll have people that are not from here say, "Oh my God, there's a conservative explosion happening in the valley." Like in Cameron County, I've never seen it, which is utter horse shit because Cameron County had elected Republicans. Cameron County went red for and voted for President Bush when he was running for office for the most important office in the land. We were Republican. I mean, we've had Republican elected officials, unlike some counties. But go ahead, Mijita. Tell us how much of explosion we're happening here.
The valley is blue saturated. Hard to get a rep near. But I will say this, Ricky. I've seen a lot more movement with Trump than with any other Republican out there. I think Trump does actually is to get a big old chunk of the Hispanic male vote.
He does, but who also did very well was President Bush, George W. Bush. He did really, really well. And I mean, maybe was that the time when you were not here in Cameron County and you were in another country or something in 2000,
No,
2004?
I voted for Bush.
Right. He was just popular with Hispanic men then too. He was.
Yeah,
He did
because
very well, and that's why he won Cameron County.
he spoke Spanish. Oh, the guy that I thought was really amazing. Well, let me lobby. We don't. Yesterday, George Patrick Bush, George
P. Bush Prescott.
whatever. Okay, that guy spoke perfect Spanish.
Yes, because his mother is Mexican, literally from Mexico.
Perfect Spanish.
Because again,
Laura.
her mommy is Mexican.
Laura's Hispanic too, no?
Laura who?
Laura Bush.
No,
She never had a Mexican in her.
I don't know her personal life.
I mean, if you have any Mexican in her, maybe she's like.
I don't believe so.
What's that senator? Senator what? The Indian?
Pocahontas,
Yeah. What's her name?
Elizabeth Warren,
Elizabeth Warren.
and I'm only using the word Pocahontas because that is what people make fun of her, or they call her Pocahontas.
Well, Red won the mayoralship in McAllen. That was a big deal.
Wait, Red won in it. What?
The mayor of McAllen.
They've had Republican mayors in McAllen before Javi, and I know Javi. I've known Javi for years. But Ricky is saying red wanting Hidalgo County. No, Hidalgo County has never gone red. That has never happened.
McAllen, yes. I think
Not
the mayor,
but okay.
the mayor of Los Fresnos is also a Republican.
Yes, you know that Otto Brand, the old mayor of McAllen. The man had been there forever and ever.
Yeah,
and he
died.
was a Republican.
Otto Brand?
Otto Brown was a Republican, yes. He was
He was-
very
he
much
was-
a Republican, yes.
He was a buddy of mine.
And his son, who ran for mayor against Javi, is also a Republican. No, they've had Republican mayors in McAllen. And again, those are nonpartisan races, so people will vote for Republican potentially. I mean, look at our city, Palamada. He's a Republican, and he ran for mayor, and he won.
When has Brownsville had a Republican mayor.
I literally just said that, but I guess we were on the same wavelength. Pat.
But I don't think he's red or blue. I think he's just for Pat. He's the Pat.
No,
party.
but he was a Republican. I mean, he ran as a Republican for Congress. He ran for county judge as a Republican. He's run for office as a Republican. He's a Republican. He's very much a Trumper too. I mean, he donated to Adam, what's his campaign? I think he gave him $300 this last cycle. I mean, this last reporting period.
I haven't gotten my donation from Pat Amada yet.
Well, maybe you should ask.
Maybe I should.
Maybe you should reach out to him. I'm sure he'll take your phone call. Unlike Augie.
I'm sure he won't. Well, probably a rhino.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say the rhino.
Let me tell you something that's been happening to me, aside from me biting my lip. There's like a little muscle I have right here. I don't know if y'all can see it. This guy's head's in the way. Right here. Right there.
Okay.
And what happens is, like, if I'm jiggling too much, I don't know if it's the weight of my man boobs. If I jiggle too much, it pulls down and like se estira. It hurts.
Is it your surgery?
No, I think it's just getting
Old?
old. Yeah, I'm getting old. And
What happened when you're 75 years old?
I'm 74. That happens when you're 74. And más que eso, I think because I've lost so much weight, which I gained 5 pounds back. I think that because the skin's so loose that when you do a quick little jabby movement of there, it hurts like the dickens.
Like a slow motion thing.
That's why when I decide to have any like close intimate contact, I'm not gonna say sex, but close intimate contact with someone, I'm very, how you get conscientious about, certain parts of your body. I always wear a shirt. Huh? Conscientious. That's why I said conscientious. I said it right.
Yeah, he did, but I'm still kind of grossed out by what he said earlier.
Which part? My man boob or my?
Just move on.
Well, and so one of the things I decided to do is that I tend to want to leave my shirt on, but then sometimes people go like, "I'm gonna take it off," and we're like, "You really want to?" But yeah. I need to have one of those surgeries where they like tie everything up together. I hate the fact that they put drains on you, and that really sucks. Like all the Democrats here that are draining the blood from our system.
But did you just said you voted for some Democrats, and Democrats don't have a monopoly on good government.
Oh yeah, but I voted for Vicente whatever Guerrero Gonzalez. I don't care what the name is. And I voted for La Mantequilla.
I mean, Commissioner Roy, I don't know if you're still watching. I mean, he posted that he said don't vote straight party or whatever, vote for the person. Again, that's no different than what Carlos used to say.
There's nothing straight about Roy.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing straight about Roy.
Oh, that's very true. Good point.
Took a while.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said. I heard a mumble.
If Commissioner Los Santos is still on or listening, send me a text message. I had a short, quick story there. Because I don't have your number.
You don't have his number? Really?
No.
I don't get. I'm not like our friend Tim Ramirez, who gives out superintendent phone numbers. He's not a board member, and I don't know if you have permission to give out phone numbers. But I have Roy's number. I'd give it to you, but
send me Roy's number.
I don't do that.
My assistant
really?
said,
You don't have it? So what happened? Did you change your phone or something? Did you lose contact?
Either that or he has me blocked. I'm not sure.
What?
I think he blocked me. Like he's the next. He's the Maggie of the gay world. I'm a man.
All right.
I'm a man.
Anyway, well, what else can we talk about? We should probably leave already. It's already been an hour. But anybody else have any other comments they'd like to say? You can
go and vote, people. Go and vote, and go and vote.
I just don't appreciate. I think somebody texted me right now, but I'll look at it afterwards. I mean, I still can't believe. Well, I can because he's old and dumb and has no business being the president right now. I still can't believe the president of the United States called Trump supporters garbage. I I I, I think that's absolute mistake. You had a couple of days of potential commentary,
Ruin.
and apparently people, the Politico had a story that Puerto Ricanos in Pennsylvania are freaking out because of the comment that a comedian said. And you know what's interesting is people actually think that President Trump was the one who said that the island is garbage. People believe that. That, and the thing is I don't know where they get it from. I don't know if they read a headline, they automatically assume it's Trump. Don't read the whole thing. But that's a real problem in the media. That's why I absolutely agree with Jeff Bezos when he says that the American people don't trust the American media anymore. There's a real disconnect when you have regular people. Last night, somebody close to me told me Trump was the one who said it, and I'm like, no, it was a comedian. What? Why? Why are they saying Trump? Because they're fake news.
Oh, this is one of the things, Roman. I think that they didn't prepare for the future, and this is part of the problem. They didn't prepare for the
Who's
future.
they?
Media, news media.
Oh, okay.
They
Sorry.
did not prepare for the future because look at me. I destroyed the Bronzo Herald. I decimated Channel 23, and I use myself as a metaphor in this in the sense of it that now because yeah, because I got a big head, I don't know if you knew that. Somebody needs to feed my ego.
I
So what
didn't mean to
happens?
distract you, but keep going.
So what happens is you had the Roswell Herald that was trash, Channel 23 it was trash, and they were the ones that had this little stronghold here. What happens is that's what Castro comes on, just like knocks the crap out of them in regards to individuals that were actually either going to go see news after it happened like 2 weeks ago, or be caught up at the moment. And I'm using it as an example, and I think that's what happened throughout all United States. Social media, Twitter, X, whatever the hell you want to call it, as they took over in regards to sharing information. So I think that's one of the issues that they had back in 2020, 2024, in regards to Facebook, kind of like tipping it over towards Hillary's side, the Democrat side. And I think that's still an issue in regards to these huge X and Y and Z, whatever the hell the name is, as that they're going to fall into the same pit that the news media fell into.
Interesting. I might do the reporter thing. Interesting.
Yeah, Tucker Carlson. Let me tell you, I still can't get over his horrendous laugh. Horrendous.
Pod, have you met Kettle?
Kettle is a friend of mine. These Jabaro Puerto Rican don't know better. They always tend to vote blue for some idiotic reason. I think I saw a video, I think it was this morning, where there was like a huge rally for Harris in Puerto Rico. Did you see that? There was a wave of blue. I mean, huge. It was huge. But yeah, I think I agree with Ricky. These guys tend to vote Democrat anyway. I don't know why. Anybody that's come from Puerto Rico, Cuba, Jamaica, and all those other islands and hit like Florida, they become Republicans.
I just hope that they're wise enough to understand that it wasn't Trump who said it. But again, I do believe that it was a mistake for the campaign to have an insult comment, very famous comedian, do that because you know that he's going to say something that could be scandalous, and the media is going to run with it, and Kamala is going to run with it and do everything they possibly can.
It's
I mean, look at last night. Kamala's out there doing a speech about January 6th. Talking about January 6th is not going to put food in the mouths of your kid. January 6th is not going to help you pay your mortgage. January 6th is not going to give you a pay raise. January 6th ain't going to do crap for you. And that's the problem, and that's the disconnect between the media, MSNBC, CNN, and the establishment that lives in the high bubble of Washington. Now, I think that there are people out there, 50% of the country is going to vote for Kamala. Yeah, because we're a divided country right now. But I think the common sense people will understand that Kamala is not speaking about kitchen table issues. She's talking about fascism that people don't even understand.
I can't even spell fascism.
Probably can't even spell it either. And comparing some guy to Hitler, all that crap is already baked into the cake, guys. It really is. It truly, truly is. People have already made their decision. People already know who they're going to vote for. The trick is, will they go out to vote?
I mean, you're very kind to Kamala. She might have her on speed dial, but
No,
no, oh, just
no,
okay.
no.
But I will say this: as that I don't think she's going to do as well as a lot of people are saying she's going to do. I do not. I don't care how divided this country is. And there's a lot of individuals that used to be in that 53% or that 50% that used to go blue, who hurt during these past 4 years, and must fall into being sensible in regards to 4 years of Trump, 4 years of Biden. Never again another 4 years of Biden.
Well, I'm only saying 50 because I'm rounding it up. I mean, I don't think she's going to get 40% of the vote in the country. Do you?
I, I, I think she's going to be horrible. I think that I mean, if not for California or New York, but has there ever been a president that took all states?
No, I think the closest we've had in modern times was when Ronald Reagan got 49 states out of 50, and the only state he didn't get was Minnesota because that was Walter Mondale's home state because he was the governor there. Or
Yeah,
was he
so
senator?
it's just gonna be interesting. I don't think
He was
Kamala
the
is doing
governor.
as well as a lot of people think she is. I mean, she had a
No,
great
he's the vice president. Okay.
she had a great debate. Great debate. Yeah, Mondo was Jimmy Carter's vice president.
Yeah,
Great.
I know, but he was also a senator at some point, and also the governor in Minnesota.
I don't know if he was senator or governor. Probably.
I
Probably.
think he was both. I think he became senator and governor. Like many, there are many governors that were senators, vice versa.
Um, it's going to be it's all very very interesting. But I'm going to stay up very late Tuesday evening to watch it all come in. I don't think it's going to be another Bush Gore type of situation. I really think that after 4 hours of the last polls closing, we'll have an answer. Maybe even before then.
I think it's gonna be an early night.
I think so too.
I really do.
But I'm willing to
Uh,
stay up.
oh, obviously, yeah. Um, and I'm probably gonna record MSNBC in the hopes
Oh
that
God.
they're crying, in tears and getting upset. Because I truly believe that. I mean, I'm not. I know that James Carville, who I think is a great consultant and a genius, an absolute freaking genius.
Yeah. He looks like a
Democrats
snake.
would be Democrats would be smart to listen to the man, because he's so damn smart. But he wrote an op-ed in the New York Times claiming that he was certain, or absolutely certain that Kamala was going to win this election.
Carville said that.
James Carville.
Actually, I'm surprised because that guy is pretty bright. He's the one that's been calling out, uh, along with like individuals like Bill Maher, calling out the party for all the stupidity out there. So
Mhm.
I'm kind of surprised as to that he thinks that Kamala is going to win. He was one of the first ones I heard bash Biden and say this is a disaster. It's
100%.
outrageous.
No, yeah, he was. He was. He wanted Biden gone. He said Biden can't win, and he was very happy, and he just felt that Kamala's it. I think he has to state that because he was one of the people that didn't want Biden, and the people that didn't want Biden are Biden. Whether if Kamala loses, Biden will always be able to say, "I could have won. I should have won, but you didn't want me, and I would have won." And ha ha ha.
Well,
Not that he's gonna remember what he said, but because.
I don't think he's even going to remember who used to be president.
Probably not.
The rate
But
that
you know what? But the people around him, or like Dr. Jill Biden,
Dr. Joe Biden.
Dr. Jill Biden, yeah.
But
I mean, I'm sure she'll remember and she'll be like, "See, my husband would have won." Oh, I'm sorry, I would have won. I mean, yeah.
I think the biggest mistake the Democrats made was bringing Kamala Harris to the front of the ticket. Big mistake.
But we'll find out in 6 days.
There were other Democrats out there that were much more likable. a lot more involved than Kamala. I mean, again, I thought, and I don't like the guy. I think Newsom would have been amazing for the party. I don't like the guy. He would have been good for the party because of his, real kind of Trudeau type of look, little nice little chiseled look.
He tried to.
And I don't like the guy. I don't like his policies. I don't know what he's done to California, blah, 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 all this stuff. But in regards to presidents, Kamala, pobrecita, my God Almighty, she's hideous.
What, you mean that laugh doesn't get you?
The laugh gets no.
Wow.
Her and Tucker Carlson could have competition in regards to the laugh.
Oh, yeah.
Really annoying as crap.
Wait for this.
Kamala's annoying as crap,
All right.
and not the sharpest tool in the shed. When you get her to talk, then you start to freak out, going like, "What the hell is this woman saying?"
No.
She can't. Talking about individuals that can't put two sentences together. She can't. What is he? Yeah, she can't speak. She's another Mayra Flores.
Oh. And on that note, we should probably go because it's already an hour and 50 minutes. And you have work to do.
Guys, go vote and get family and friends to go out and vote. We're going to be knocking on some doors in a little bit.
You?
You think I'm not working it? You be right.
I am right. I'm right about a lot of things.
You're never right. We all know how Hola Mala got into the politicians. Yeah, before we got to leave here. No. Are we talking to ourselves again? Who else is going to come out on your show? You could come on the show anytime you want. Roman, have a great day.
I'll be honest, Lalo. We actually do have a lot of people watching the show. It's really weird. I had a conversation with some dude yesterday who didn't want to tell me some stuff because he was afraid I was gonna bring it up. And I'm like, "So you watch the show?" And he's like, "Yeah, we all watch the show." So yeah, you'd be surprised, Lalo. You'd be. I was kind of like, really? Why? I thought it was just I thought we were just like Lalo, and no one, me and us were just talking to ourselves, and nobody's really commenting on the show. I mean, like you're not real. You're not commenting on the show. Nobody watches.
That's okay.
Okay.
Guys,
Okay.
have a great day. Okay. See you tomorrow, 9 o'clock, Roman.
Maybe.
Guys, be good to each other. Continue to go vote.